Hi, I'm Arca from my phone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Mutant by Arca. This was pretty well requested and I'm very excited to listen to it. It's going to be the third Arca project that I've heard from her. I've heard Kick 1 and the self-titled Arca, so I'm pretty much just going backwards and I'm really excited to, see what she had in store on this project. This project is long, it's over an hour. I think some or maybe most are instrumentals, which will be nice to help in that commenting process. But I am really excited to get into it and let's just jump right into it. Thank you for requesting this video and anyway, let's get into it. Track number 1 is Alive. Ooh, that definitely sounds metallic like Arca. I can't tell if that's my speaker or if that's Arca. I think it's Arca though. I think those are kind of triplets. I do love a good triplet. Ooh, getting a little more metallic, more synthetic. Despite how synthetic they are, it does feel pretty light. This definitely gives me a more atmospheric feeling, like a Sophie. Ooh, I like that boom and the collapse. Ooh, I hear like water dropping. Ooh, kind of went out of this world, kind of galactic. Yeah, this definitely goes on the more ambient side than the, dance hit side. Oh, it feels like a storm grumbling. So that was Alive, and that was a very ambient way to start the album. Definitely gave me very much Sophie's Oils of Every Pearl's Insides. It definitely gave me that aesthetic, that very much dreamy way. I mean, it also kind of goes with the self-titled Arca album where you do get these out of this world, but sometimes feels very environmental and outside. I definitely feel outdoors, but maybe even in space or just up in the sky. And it's really cool how Arca can create that out of electronic beats. I find that astounding that someone can do that, and I really do want to learn how to do that. That's my goal sometime in the near future, is to hopefully expand my knowledge of how to make stuff like this. It's definitely not easy, and I think Arca kind of makes it feel effortless. And I really like this as an introduction to it. I don't know if the whole album is going to be completely instrumental or if we are going to get some vocals later, but we will back to see. So I am very excited to see how that turns out. Track number 2 is Mutant, the album title. Ooh, almost like a sack of television, but galactic. Ooh, I like how that did that. This kind of feels more like a more likable version of LOVE from Product. Oh, okay, this sounds cool right here. I vibe with that. Ooh, I like how it did the ding. That was fun. Kind of feels like the ambiance you might have on a really cool roller coaster ride. At least hopefully they implement it. Ooh, I know I'll say this a bunch, but this will sound amazing in headphones. Oh. This is cool. I like that. I think that's a chime hit right there. I think, again, not just a roller coaster, but I think a video game soundtrack this would be perfect for. Ooh, it feels like we've calmed a little bit. Oh, there's a little static. Okay. Feels like we might be building a little bit. Getting my hopes up a little bit. Ooh, kind of felt like it outbursted. Wait, what was that noise? Feels like there might be a vocal there, but I don't think that's a lyric. Oh, feels like we're getting a little ominous towards the end. Oh, we just went to the next song. So that was Mutant, and that was really cool. I will be not looking up lyrics unless I do actually hear real lyrics, because my assumption is that there's just not going to be, and that's fine. And it looks like sometimes they'll say instrumental and sometimes it would say non-lyrical vocals, which I think just means that they're using a voice, but more as an instrument rather than like actually being able to understand. So yeah, that was Mutant, and like it was a cool experience. Like it definitely had my attention. I mean, it's 7.5 minutes, which is a long song, and like it was a vibe still. Like I definitely vibed to it still. Definitely had that same ambiance. Definitely almost like a pretending that Sophie did. Like very much within that same vibe of like you can chill and like listen to this. I almost get also like a poppy sound, like poppy, like a music to read to, a music to sleep to, or something like that. Like something where you can like chill to this. It's definitely can function as good background music. Like I could read to this. I could probably not sleep to this. I don't sleep with good sound at all. Like I'll get too distracted by that. But like definitely like calm music, and like I like the experimentation in it. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I don't know, it's 7.5 minutes. I can't really tie it up into a 2-minute bow, but like it was really beautiful. I really enjoyed it. Like it was altogether really an enjoyable experience, and I definitely would listen to it again. Track number 3 is Vanity. Ooh, I really vibe with this intro. Oh my god. They just dived right in. This definitely reminds me of Stars. Like I picture space if I close my eyes. Oh wait, this feels different if I listen with my eyes closed. Oh, I like that hit. Oh, that's an explosion right there. Oh, I like how he shifted there. Oh, it feels like a collapse, like a supernova almost. Oh, fade out. So that was Vanity, and that was like a starry journey. Like I feel like I was going, flying through the Milky Way, and it was beautiful. It was fun. Like I really enjoyed it. Like it was definitely something that captured my attention. I think me listening to Volnakura like a few days ago, and like having that experience, like of having a lot of these like instrumental parts in between waiting for lyrics, like has definitely prepared me to listen to like this full instrumental. And I think Arca, first of all, she worked on Volnakura, but also like it's impressive that she made both of those albums pretty much in the same year, and that she like is here able to, because there's not vocals, like allowing the instrumentals to take center stage and being like the forefront and being the message of the piece, I guess, and like the things you're supposed to be paying attention to first and foremost. And I think like it's beautiful. I like the starry journey that we had. Like it felt like he collapsed into a supernova at the end. Like this semester I learned a lot about nucleosynthesis at school, and like look it up because it's cool. It's interesting. It's how all the elements get created. So like I vibe with it. Like if this song and like this album so far is really a good time, and I'm excited to see where we travel to next. Track number 4 is Sinner. Oh. Oh, this feels like there's a lot of tension here. It's a background noise that definitely reminds me of the icky sound in LOVE from Product. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, that was also interesting. Are we getting blasted for our sin or something? That feels like we're definitely getting like shocked. Oh, is that a piano or an organ or something like that? I feel like the first trace of like something that's a real instrument. Ooh, I like that percussion where it goes all fast like this. The piano is just pretty much going down and up the scale. Okay, this is the first song that started making me like actually dance. Do, 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 do. It's a vibe. So that was Sinner, and that was a song that was fun. Like, it made me dance, like, all that fast, like that part. I was just, like, grooving, and then, like, it gave me a nice pause to, like, chill, and then boop, 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 boop. Like, I was actually grooving to it, which is, like, different than I feel like the other ones, which were more like, oh, video game soundtrack, you know, listen to it while doing other things. Like, it's a fun time. But like this is like a groovy time, and like I really enjoyed it. Like it was fun. I really liked the inclusion of like the piano or some keyboard that was being used. Like I guess it could be like an organ or something like that. But like it was really pretty, and it was cool to see something that's definitely like sounds at least like a real instrument being used in like this very heavily synthetic electronic mutated sound. But yeah, I think that might be one of my favorites. But I also feel like this album is not something that later will be like, oh, these are very much like, these are the individual songs I'm going to be listening to. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but I feel like Arca meant this as a more of a musical journey because a lot of songs keep going into the next song, and like it feels like definitely like an experience from start to finish. Track number 5 is Anger. What was that? A shout? Oh, that shout's gone. What the heck, Arca? This sounds fun and funky. Ooh, this is cool. Again, funky. Oh, this is like going all out. Ooh, it's very muffled now. Ooh, but if you were playing this on like a loudspeaker, like it'd be like, and amplify the bass. Oh. So that was Anger, and that was a quick one, just a little 2-minute vibe, and definitely makes me think that Arca kind of made more of like movements to like an overall larger piece, because like normally songs I guess just don't feel like they end on the, you know, straight up like the 2-minute mark or like an 00 mark, but like that was fun. It started with a little like scream, probably a cry of anger, and like then it gets like quiet, and then it gets like kind of like do 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 do, and like the anger I guess bubbles up because like it just kind of like bursts out, and then it gets, you know, a little rumbly, and like I guess this is the first one I feel like sounds almost like its title, because you get not only the like the shout, but also like, you know, anger is very explosive, but then there's also like that, you know, passive anger where it like, you know, bubbles underneath, or and you because you bottled it, and like you don't really express it, but you're like it's definitely still very palpable and very expressive and very emotional. And so I really like this song. Like it was fun. It was like a nice little appetizer, I feel like, for, you know, the rest of the album. Track number 6 is Sever. Ooh, we're getting this like ting. Oh, this is kind of fun. Ooh, I like the little hits in the background. Keep it percussive. Ooh, I can feel we're maintaining the glitch. Oh, these are some distinct noises. I can't even put my finger on how I feel about them. Ooh, ending with an explosion. So that was Sever, and that was an interesting song, and another short one, but like I think it also kind of lived a little bit up to its name. Not as much as Anger. I feel like Anger was like a perfect representation, but like Sever was very much like ding, 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 and I feel like it's almost like a cut like each time, because like it's very staccato, and it's very much like, you know, abrupt and not being held for very long. Like you're just getting it over and over again, and yeah, I feel like, you know, you're severing. And I think it's really interesting because I remember distinctly for some reason that track number 6 on the self-titled project was called Castration, and so Sever, and then her next project being Castration, both as track 6. That's very interesting. I mean, it ends once we get to the kick one, and hopefully the rest of the tetralogy, but like I'm very excited to see more of those connections with, like, you know, past and future projects as I, you know, continue listening to this project, you know, re-listen to this project, and also look back at some of her earlier work. But it definitely was a vibe. Like, I definitely could see myself listening to it again. Like, these songs are, like, really interesting. I mean, they really show Arca for who she is and how talented she is, and also the type of music she likes to create. Track number 7 is Beacon, and it's less than a minute, so it'll be quick. Oh, that's an interesting sound. It definitely sounds like crashing waves a little bit. And just like that, we're into the next song. So it was Beacon. It was short, like I told you. And it was like a vibe, I guess. Like, it definitely, you know, I guess the main sounds felt almost like crashes, almost like crashing waves. You know, when I think of a beacon, I think of a lighthouse on, like, the water, you know, and like the waves crashing onto the rocks. Like, I definitely can see, like, how she created it into, you know, a different type of sound. I don't know if I'd listen to it on its own. Like, it's fine because it's like 40 seconds. I can't really, like, get upset about it, but, like, I don't think I would, like, regularly listen to it, like, outside of this project. And I don't even know, like, how much I really care about it within the project. Does it really do that much for me? I don't really know. Track number 8 is Snakes. Oh, feels like we're building from the ground up again. Like, we had a palette cleanse. So it sounds like we have vocals here, but they're non-lyrical. I'm not even sure if those are vocals or if they're electronic noises. Oh, explosion. Okay, it definitely has gotten back into its maximal sound. Arca. Oh, that's a cool rhythmic sound in the background. Doom, doom, doom. I can't go on with it. Oh, definitely that pew pew pew. Shoot down those aliens. By aliens, I mean, like, extraterrestrials, like in those, like, theme park games. We really went into low note piano. So that was Snakes, and that was a pretty song. Like, definitely had a story arc feeling. Like, it went from minimal to more maximal to maximal, but in different ways. Like, it's definitely something that, like, I feel like I dissociated a little bit during it, and so, like, I should listen to it again. But, like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I thought there was a lot of, you know, unique choices that Arca does, like she does in most songs. And, like, I think it definitely continues the vibe of the album. I don't know if we have an overall vibe that we're evolving to over the time, or if it's, like, you know, a project that, you know, goes in all different directions, but, you know, kind of stays the course. Like, I don't know if we, like, what the vision is that Arca has, and I'm excited to see if I figure that out by the end of the project. Track number 9 is Else, which also features Maps. I don't know if Maps is also a producer or is a vocalist, but I guess we'll find out. Ooh, I like that sound. Ooh, another, like, strike, like almost like lightning. This kind of gives me a frosty Vespertine Bjork vibe. Oh, is that a guitar? Wild. I don't think that's a standard acoustic guitar. I think that's another string instrument that's like it. So that was Else, and that was beautiful. I very much got the frosty, like, Vespertine Bjork vibe, and I really liked that song, and I really like this song. Like, it's not doing too much here. I think it definitely allows you to just, like, vibe in the air for a little bit. Like, it's definitely a lot lighter, almost like Alive, and I really enjoyed that song. Like, I like the, you know, they feel like almost like droplets of sound, and then I do like the, you know, the strikes that I was saying, and then the string stuff was, like, cool too. Like, I didn't expect it. Like, I don't know if I would have liked it less without it, but, like, I don't dislike it. I don't think. I think it's just, like, you know, cool and a little quirky, and I wonder what parts were more maps and which parts were more Arca. I think I'm very interested and fascinated in songs that have multiple producers, like who ended up actually picking what. I think I think about that about writers too, but I think I also generally listen to a lot of artists who write all of the lyrics to their own songs. So really it's like the producers that really like it gets more interesting. Like who produced what, like, you know, whose ideas were whose. Because I feel like if you had just told me this is all like an Arca here, I would have believed you. But I wonder, I don't know anything about maps. So I wonder like what maps contributed and what Arca contributed. I feel like those lightning strikes feel very Arca-esque. But maybe, I guess, maybe the sound of those droplets maybe were more maps, or maybe the guitar strings, I don't know. But I'd like to know. Track number 10 is Umbilical, which also features Glowlines and Scattergood. Ooh. That's such a cool noise, and now it's getting distorted. What was that? I'm not even gonna try to replicate what that voice is saying. It's fun, whatever they're saying. Ooh, I like the percussion getting added here. What is Arca / Glowline / Poly doing here? So that was Umbilical, and that was a fun, quirky number. Like, da 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 da. Like, there's a vocal loop in there, which is kind of cool. But I have no idea who sings that. Is that Poly? Is that Glowlines? Is that someone else? Like, is that Arca? Who? I don't even know. But, like, I also don't know what it means. Is it just, like, gibberish? Like, I looked it up on Genius Lyrics, and it does not say anything about the vocal loop, other than that's one of the few sounds that's connected to life on planet Earth, which is not really helpful for me deciphering what it means. But, like, it's a very distinct sound. Like, I like also all the production additions to it. Like, you have 3 people on this, and they're all like, let's go. And, like, it was really enjoyable. Like, it's fun. The vocal loop is stuck in my head, and there's just a lot of cool quirks that I feel like I couldn't even catch on my first listen. So I'm very excited to listen to that. And I'm also excited that we're halfway through this project. I'm very excited that, like, I feel like because I'm not looking up lyrics regularly, like, I can actually, like, enjoy the music more and feel it as more intended as how it's supposed to be listened to, rather than, you know, taking breaks every few minutes to, you know, look up and analyze what I'm hearing. Track number 11 is Him. Okay, this, like, carried over from Umbilical. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, that was sudden. I feel like it's trying to infiltrate, like, my ears into my brain. What? Oh, you're not gonna do anything after that. Okay. So that was Him, and that was an interesting song. Now that I've heard, like, 10 Arca instrumentals in a row, like, they start to blend together, and I feel like that's where I'm getting at here. Like, this 2-minute track, it was short. It had some cool things, but, like, I feel like we were returning to similar sounds, like, that we had heard in probably, like, Alive and Mutant, like, at the beginning. Like, it felt more like that. And, yeah, I'm very interested about this song. Like, yeah, I think I just need to really hear it again, really, like, feel it again, and, you know, think more on it. I don't know if it really stands out. Track number 12 is Front Load. Oh, okay. I actually really vibe with the sound. This kind of gives me, like, the pretty part in LOVE, but also the Just Like We Never Said Goodbye vibes. I know I keep referring to Sophie songs and then not clarifying that it's Sophie, but you get it. I feel like I'm floating through ice, which makes no sense, but it does to me, I guess. Oh. felt like it was gone, but came back. Oh, that's interesting. And also, we're not done with the song. Oh, it's like, it's gone, but it's really not gone. There's like a really like low frequency. So it was front load, and that definitely got me back into the record. Like him, I think it was kind of like bland for Arca. I feel like him was, but front load was really fun. Like I liked it. It wasn't like trying to be super in your face, but like it was doing some really cool sounds. Like I definitely got this like cold environment, which is nice because it's so hot outside today. So like I really appreciate like the feeling of how you can make something feel so cold. And it felt cold, but then like I didn't feel like it was the wrong temperature for this time. Like it didn't make me feel like, oh, I need to be listening to this in a different time. Like it was nice. And I really enjoyed it. Like it was a vibe. Yeah. No really complaints. I enjoy this. This might be one of my favorites. Like, I don't know, there's something about it. Like it just had the aesthetic that I guess I was looking for. I didn't know I was looking for it, but I found it. Track number 13 is Gratitud. I think it's in Spanish, but I do not know how to pronounce gratitude in Spanish. Oh, I think that's the same type of string from before on Umbilical. Not Umbilical, else. I like how minimal this is. It definitely feels like a palette cleanser. This feels like feel-good music. Like, just very calm. Oh, that felt like it had a growl to it. So that was Gratitud, and I really liked that one. Like, it was calm, it was relaxing. Like, wasn't trying to do too much. Like, it definitely was like a more zen vibe. Like, Arca wasn't trying to just be like, I'm gonna pull out all the stops here. Like, it was a sound of just, you know, chilling, and I really appreciated that. Like, it was nice to calm down, palette cleanse from, you know, having 12 strong tracks on the album. And, like, I liked it. Like, it was nice. It makes me think of, because, like, gratitude is such a, like, a distinct word. And I feel like a lot of the other words on this album, like, in the titles, are very distinct. And I wonder why Arca, and also just in general, musicians who make instrumental tracks, like, why they title songs certain ways, because they don't have like the lyrics. Like there's no message that's being spread in a like a lyrical form. And so I wonder, you know, why is this one gratitude? Why does this one show gratitude versus like another one, you know, being a front load, or another one being alive, or another one being mutant? Like so far also I feel like this album doesn't really reflect its cover. Like I feel like this album feels much more like the cover for Oil of Early Pearls on Insides, rather than like, you know, this like demonic, like very like, you know, perverted cover. And yeah, I feel like it's so zen compared to like what it looks like it's gonna be. But I did find the song calming. Like it was nice to just relax, you know, getting a little sleepy, but like I think will be good for the rest of the project. Track number 14 is N. Ooh. We're starting quiet, but I feel like we're gonna get louder. What? What? I don't know what they're saying. I don't think they are saying anything, but I have no idea what they're saying or why it's here. Ooh. It's just some pretty noises, but like, it's still kind of spooky under there. Oh, there's something very visceral about that. Yeah, I don't really vibe with those like deeper male probably voices. It's not my thing. Oh, what is that siren noise? Oh, it went into the Siren Interlude. Sorry. So that was N. There's a lot going on in there. Like, I like, you know, her typical Arca, you know, doing the most kind of vibe. But I also, like, I didn't like the, I don't know, like a groaning? Like, I don't know what it was. But whatever the non-lyrical vocals that were, you know, there for most of the song. It wasn't my thing, like it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It kind of just was a little disturbing for me. And while I appreciate the daring on it, like not really my thing, kind of like irks me, makes me uncomfy. So I think for that, like it probably will not be one of the songs I like more in the future. But I do admire like that daring and that audacity to, put that type of song on the record, push the bounds. I do appreciate her for all her experimentation. Like, it's nice and it's appreciated. And while I like a lot of the song, like if you gutted those like vocals, like I probably would have really liked it. But it's okay. Not every song has to be for me. Track number 15 is Siren Interlude. So I think I got my question answered about Gratitud because some things just sound like that, like Siren Interlude. Sounds like a siren. Like, did you take it from a siren or did you create your own siren noise? I feel like it sounds like a distorted ambulance, actually. Okay. So that was a siren interlude. It sounded like a siren. It sounded like a distorted, warped ambulance. Much like our beacon, that sounded very much like Lighthouse, like water crashing on rocks. Like, it feels like those two interludes. Well, I guess beacon wasn't classified as an interlude, but I felt like it was an interlude. Like, they both are much more grounded in real sounds and reality and earth. And so that's interesting, I feel like, because we kind of go in between this, like, abstract, beacon, abstract, then to siren, abstract. And I guess there's the human umbilical there. But, like, yeah, it's interesting that, like, it's like that. I probably wouldn't listen to Siren Interlude by itself. It's very much an interlude. It's very much just a siren. And, like, I could, live in a big city if I really wanted to hear silence really regularly. Track number 16 is Extent. Okay, we're more zen again. This feels more like abstract waves, but they don't really crash. I'm not quite sure how different each of these waves are. They feel similar enough like they are waves, but then different enough like when you would see like actually at a beach. This also feels like a palate cleanser. You got a lot of those in the second half, Arca. So that was Extent. Very calm song. Reminds me of Gratitud in that it's just like chill and pretty minimal. Like there's like feels like there's silence at times. Like it's very much yeah, it feels like that. And like while I enjoy it, like it's definitely a calm song. And I feel like I could listen to it regularly, especially if I was feeling like stressed out and I needed to calm down. Like I could probably like, synchronize my breathing to it and it would be good. But like, yeah, like it's not anything like super distinct, but like I'm glad that I now have it in my life. Track number 17 is Enveloped. Okay, so we started more up. Ooh, this is some cool percussion here. Oh, I really vibe with this. Oh, this kind of makes me want to groove and dance. Oh, I like how we kind of dropped it and now we have a good dance beat. Experimental dance really is becoming a good genre. Yeah, this just is fun. Oh, sounds like a shouty voice. Oh, okay. So that was Enveloped. That was a nice dance it, honestly. Like, it was a nice, chill vibe. Like, I could see that at the club, especially, like, the clubs of today with their hyper pop, kind of stuff. Like, it's fun. It's groovy. Yeah, I like it. I think it keeps the spirit of Arca while also allowing us to go beyond just the ambientness and, like, the chill, sitting, reading a book vibe, I guess, that I was getting on a lot of the other songs on the record. That I could do that. Like this one makes me want to get up on my feet and like dance, and like that's nice. Like you don't get that necessarily that often, like on this project at least. And like, yeah, I really vibe with it. I'm glad I got it. Didn't expect it to be so late in the album, but you know, I'll take it when I get it. Track number 18 is A Bundle of Sticks. Oh, that's a way to start it off. This is a very distinct sound. Oh, it increased in production. Okay. It's getting a little more experimental, but I guess the whole thing is. Oh, that series of ding 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 ding. Okay. Getting faster, getting more aggressive. Oh, it's like doing it and then it's stopping. Like in and out. Oh, that's how you go into the next song. So that was Bundle of Sticks, and that was an interesting song. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I think it's tainted by the name of the song. You know, I think Arca has every right to, you know, talk about Bundle of Sticks. But, like, I don't know. It makes it weird, like, to think about, and, like, I don't know. It feels weird for me to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna listen to this song. It's called that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the song was distinct. Yeah, like there was some cool stuff in it. Definitely very aggressive in times. Definitely had very like distinct sounds in it, and I think I liked it. I liked the experimentation that Arca really was doing there. Like I think it does sound like distinct for the rest of the album, while also you know being nicely aligned with it as well. I think really my main critique is the name, just because like I don't know, it just like taints it. Like even though I would be like allowed to use it, like I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. It kind of, I mean, I don't know. It feels like, especially when you're not going to have like a song that like has like the lyrics or very clearly articulates it, because I don't think there's anything non-straight about it. I don't think there's really anything sticks about it. So if it doesn't match either of those definitions, like I don't know, it just doesn't. I don't know. It feels weird. Yeah, it leaves a weird taste in my mouth. Track number 19 is Soichiro, which I believe is a Japanese engineer because I looked it up. Ooh, okay. That did transition nicely from Bundle of Sticks. Ooh, definitely. Arca loves her explosions. Yeah, it seems like with that repeated thing, it feels like we're having a motif from previous tracks. Ooh, it feels like we're exploding. At first I thought I was going to talk about how it got so quiet, but now it's coming back. Ooh, it feels like we're expanding. Oh, seems like we're fading out, but then going into the last song, probably. So that was Soichiro. Not a lot of thoughts. Like, definitely feels like we're having similar motifs from previous tracks on the record. Like, you know, the boom, and like, just like, you know, the twinkles and just the general, like, out of this world theme. Like, I feel like it continued with that. And I don't know why it's called Soichiro. I don't know why it's named after the Japanese engineer. Is it, like, related? Did this engineer inspire this song, like, in creation? Is it helped created by them? I don't know. I don't know why, but please let me know if you know down in the comments below, because I'm very curious. It's definitely an interesting song. I don't dislike it, but I think it's because we've heard 18 tracks already, and like a lot of them do contain like similar like sounds within them that like I am getting a little bit of album fatigue. I don't normally listen to albums that are about an hour long like regularly, so like the fact that I've gotten it this far and I'm still paying attention, I'm personally proud of myself. And it is a good song, and I do really like. I think I will enjoy it more when I hear it in headphones, and also when I'm just like, you know, getting a chance to hear it again. Track number 20, last track on this album, Peonies. Okay, starting from the minimal again. Feels like a distorted, like, chill indie alternative melody. By indie alternative, I mean specifically like the folk kind of side. Oh, I heard a couple of drum hits in the distance. Something like that's escalating or de-escalating in the background. I don't really know. So that was Peonies, and that was a calm song to take us out. Like, yeah, like I mean, there was more going on in it than like Gratitud or like Extent, but it was probably on the same like level of production as like Front Load maybe. Like, you know, it was calm. Like it definitely you were able to relax. It definitely could be in the distance. Definitely could be, you know, heard as background music. Like, it's a chill vibe, I guess. Like, I don't know. It didn't really like stick out to me. Like, other than like, oh, we're ending this project on a pretty like calm note. Like I didn't expect that to happen. But like I'm not mad about it, but like I don't know. I felt like Arca, especially with a title like Mutant, especially with a cover like Mutant has, like I felt like it was gonna take us out on something like big and bold and dramatic. It is a chill vibe though, like definitely like Arca's take probably on like walking through a meadow. Maybe they're filled with peonies. I don't know. That's my mom's favorite flower. With that said, we have finished this album, and wow, congrats Arca on creating this project. Congrats on me for listening through an hour-long project and feeling like not like exhausted at the end of it. I'm not exhausted right now. Like for that reason at least. Life makes you tired, but like I am still enjoying like the record. Like I was still enjoying it up to the end, and that's like really cool. And so I applaud Arca for making a body of work that stands for that long. Like it can be that long, but like you're not really like losing me much. And like, you know, it's impressive. Like you can make songs that are shorter, you can make songs that are longer, and like you got me hooked. And I like that there wasn't ever too many short songs near each other, too many long songs near each other. Like it worked out. And I think the balance on this record is very good. I like that there was fast songs. I like that there was times to calm down. Yeah, I really enjoyed. I think Arca made a pretty like balanced project, and it made it so like you got a lot from the project, and you can have like this similar vibe throughout, even if it's, you know, thrown and created several different ways. My confusions lie in, I think, expectations of a title and a cover like Mutant did not really show what the album like really was. I feel like there was a lot of moments of like calm on the record, and while there's a lot of like wow, boom, 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 and I'm sure it's gonna be even more intense in headphones. Like I think other than the fact of like all the glitchiness, like I don't feel like we got a lot of like the vibe of Mutant. And I feel like there's just gonna be some cursed stuff on here, you know, with like how cursed the cover looks. And, you know, like, am I glad that I'm not scarred for life today? Yeah, but like, I thought I was gonna get like a little bit of like cut. Maybe that's because of the lack of lyrics on the record. Maybe I'm really only like cut to the bone when I'm listening to songs that have lyrics that like really scar you. But like I don't know. Like there were a couple of things that disturbed me, like the moans on N, like the title of track 18. Like so there were a couple things, but like I don't know. Like I feel like generally speaking, I felt like at ease. I felt at peace with the record even when things were going extreme. And like I don't know, maybe that's just some chemical imbalance in my head, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like Mutant sounds more like what Kick One would sound like, more than what this record sounds like, which sounds more like it should be like the same cover as like Sophie's debut album. Like that's just the kind of vibe I get, and maybe that's just me, and that's okay. Like we can have a different opinion on that, but like I don't know. Definitely an expectations versus reality. Like there's a disconnect. That doesn't mean like I dislike the project. It just meant that I didn't exactly know what I was expecting. But now I will when I listen to the project in the future. And I am excited to listen to it in the future. I feel like there's going to be a lot of songs that even though I don't generally listen to a lot of instrumentals, I think this project can really help me get into them more and listening to them on their own, when I just, you know, need a chill time to vibe, or, you know, a time that I really want to listen to some really good darn instrumentals. I also would like to reiterate my confusion on certain titles being the way they are. And that's not just about track 18, Bundle of Sticks, but like just in general. And I would love to hear like if Arca has done a track by track analysis or discussion on this record and why she's named them the songs and titles that they have. Like, I would love to know. Or if you have any theories, please let me know as well. Like, there are a few that I kind of got, like the anger one I remember distinctly, like felt like that, and maybe like the Peonies at the end. But like, yeah, there's definitely some mysteries to, you know, uncover on this record, and I'm excited to do some sleuthing. What did you think of this record? Did you like it? Did you not? Yeah, just let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. With that said, here are some of my favorites. So the top tier are the songs I love, the standouts, the ones I'm going to be playing over and over. Songs in the middle are songs I like. I'm going to add them to my playlist, but they might not be the top of the top, and that's okay. And then songs at the bottom are just not really my thing. Doesn't mean they're a bad song. Doesn't mean they can't be your favorite. Just means they're probably not made for me. Maybe there's something that irks me. Maybe there's just something like I just don't like, or maybe they're just like not my favorite. They might be a little blander for Arca, and that's okay. Arca doesn't make for Eric. If you like this video, please like it, please comment down below what you'd like me to react or listen to next. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already and you'd like to be, and thanks for watching. This is TurtleStormer. Catch you later.
It's storming turtles from out of the sky. Turtles don't need to know why. Just smile big, open your eyes. It's storming turtles, it's storming turtles from out of the sky. Turtles don't need to know why. Just smile big, open your eyes.